This is the Vision HMD Big Eyes H1 3D video glasses with HDMI input. It has a cord attached to it that has an HDMI plug in order to plug it into a video source, and also a USB plug to plug into a power source. I purchased this headset to connect to my video camera. I video and live stream sporting events and concerts at my local high school, and it's difficult to watch an entire event over a 3-inch screen. So I thought it'd be better to buy the Vision HMD so I could monitor all these events on a big screen. First of all, the Vision HMD Big Eyes are not the best product for this use. They're heavy after wearing them for a short period of time, and they have to be placed exactly squarely in front of both eyes, or that side of the video is blurred, and also the edges of the video are constantly blurred. This headset works okay for watching videos, but it would be absolutely worthless for reading books or documents. Like I say, these are not the best for watching video, but it is better than watching the event for a couple of hours on the camera screen. I paid about $200 a year ago, and as with all electronic equipment that has cords sticking out of them that you have to wind up after every use, the wires will break at the headset and it'll stop working eventually. The problem is that the manufacturer is located in Taiwan, and I tried contacting them with no response. I was not able to find any replacement cord that carries both the HDMI and 5-volt USB cord. If I could get the replacement cord, repair would be as simple as removing a cover on the headset, unplug the bad cord, plug in the new cord, replace the cover, and you're done. I did connect separate USB and HDMI cords to the headset, and it worked fine, so the problem was definitely in the cord. I could attach these two cords to the headset for a permanent fix, but after rolling them up for a period of time, I'm going to end up having the same problem. So here's what I did instead. First of all, I purchased a 5.5 millimeter by 2.1 millimeter power jack socket. I also purchased a 4-foot flexible HDMI cable, a universal 5-volt DC power cable charging cord, a 90-degree and 270-degree right-angle male to female adapters, and I'll document these items in the comments section below. The bottom panel of the headset is held on by 5 Phillips screws. Unscrewing these will permit the panel to be removed. Be careful because there's a wire connecting this panel for all the push buttons that are attached to this bottom panel. You can see this on the left-hand side of the video. The bottom panel can be laid over just as shown for working on it. The cable's connected on the inside of the headset with an HDMI plug and a 2-pin power plug. This is the HDMI plug, and this is the 2-pin power plug. This is the end of the cord that plugs into the headset. The only useful part of this cord is the 2-pin power plug. This is cut off with the side cutters, keeping as much of the red and black wire as possible. I then took the power jack socket and I soldered the red wire to the center pin plug and the black wire to the ground lug. This is checked by attaching the new power cord to the plug and attaching the USB to an active USB plug. It would be wise to use a digital multimeter to verify that positive voltage is connected to the center pin in order to prevent any damage to the headset by attaching reverse voltage. I then plugged in a 90-degree HDMI plug to the socket and then marked with a pencil exactly where the plug touches the sides of the goggles. A Dremel tool was used to cut out the opening for the HDMI plug and then a small pilot hole was drilled to make a 5/16 hole in order to mount the new power jack socket. The front faceplate does unsnap, and that makes it easier to work with. After the socket was mounted and secured, the faceplate is snapped back into place and the 2-pin plug was pushed back into the power socket. I then attached the power cord to the socket and made sure that I could power up the headset. In order to add support to the HDMI connector, I used E6000 glue to attach a piece of 1/4-inch dowel about 5/16 in length to the plug as shown. Then I pinched the plug tied up against the side plate, and with that being held tight, I used Bondic glue to rapidly hold everything tight in place. The bottom plate was then screwed back into place. The power cord and HDMI cord was attached and plugged into a video source and power source to make sure that everything was working okay. It's not really necessary, but I didn't like the idea of 2 cords hanging down from my head, so I took the power cord and flexible HDMI cord and I zip tied those together. With everything tightened and trimmed, it was time for the final test. Cords were attached and plugged into my computer and everything worked fine. The nice thing is that I never have to worry about broken wires again, and future repairs consist of just buying new HDMI cords or power cords. Like I say, this is how I decided to solve the problem of the broken cord on this headset. I hope it helps you out, and if it does, that's what we're here for. Thank you.